One of the things we did when we started Bluestone was we looked at all of the different sort of groups around us, the energy advisory councils, all these sort of different, and local community groups as well, people who had a massive interest in the environment and environmental issues. And what we came quickly to the conclusion was there were people who like to talk about it, and there were people who like to do something about it.
Yeah, they're quite different groups.
And they're very, very different groups of people, yeah. You get your NIMBYs, they're not in my backyard, who it doesn't really make a difference whether it's to do with wind turbines or photovoltaic cells, etc. like that. They weren't going to have it, even if it was good for the environment.
Yeah.
So we quickly sort of segregated the group between people who actually wanted to talk about it and those who wanted to do something about it, and formed this bag, we called it, the Bluestone Advisory Group.
Okay.
And
bringing in people from the
local
area.
communities.
Okay,
yeah,
that's good.
and people who had specialist skills as well, because this was an area that we were going into that we'd never done before.
Yeah.
So listening to people who'd already been through the process was the best way of doing it.
So really engaging the local community then. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
That's good, because a lot of people get quite cynical about companies. I guess because it's a park, it's slightly different. But when companies try and put environmental messages out, people just think, oh, well, you're just trying to save money.
Yeah, and I think also there was a huge suspicion, because we were building in the national park,
right?
That what we were doing in terms of the environmental side was just that. You know, it was just a ruse to get us in through planning. But it really was at the heart. I mean, we live and we were born in Pembrokeshire. So at the end of the day, you've still got to be able to walk up the high street and face the people that you've known all your life.
Yeah.
So we made promises, we stuck to them, and we have delivered them. We opened 3 years ago.
Brilliant.
So yeah, the National Park, we work with the National Park now, Wildlife Trust, etc., to make sure that all our initiatives have got sound basis behind them as well.
Yeah.